welcome back to the Jacked Racing YouTube channel. We're back in the shop after our last race at Citrus County Speedway. We're trying to do some homework here, get this thing figured out. You saw we were off on the setup and our fuel pressure was no bueno. That carburetor we had in there, not working at all. We had some troubles and just couldn't get parts in time, but now we're back in the shop getting things back together. And I think we're gonna try and run the truck again tomorrow night. Today's Thursday. We're in here getting everything buttoned up. We're gonna do some suspension changes. We've got the old carburetor back on that's been fixed up, and we've got a new fuel pump in. I'm gonna show you what Dad's been doing during the last couple days while I haven't been here, but we're back today. I gotta fix that tack wire that I cut at New Smyrna Speedway in a desperation move a couple weeks ago, if you remember that. So I gotta fix that thing that I did. We gotta get the suspension back in, and we're gonna get it back on the scales to make sure we know where we're at. And we're gonna hopefully try and go back to one of the tracks. We're not sure where we're gonna go tomorrow. It's either gonna be Auburndale or Citrus, and see what we can do. Hopefully we're gonna be able to go a little faster now that we're kind of learning about these little tracks. So first thing I'm gonna do is show you what Dad's been working on this week, and then we will get to what we're doing tonight.
If you've ever wanted to see the inside of a mechanical fuel pump, this is it. There's an inlet and an outlet, a big diaphragm that is actuated by the push rod operating off the cam, and then one-way flow valves. So as it depresses one way, it sucks in the fuel, and the other way it'll pump it out. And that's what these are here. Okay, so now I have reclocked my inlet and outlet to match the way it was set up on the old pump. And now I can install the new pump. Thank you, Holly, for using regular Phillips screws on the bottom of here, so you don't need a special tool. One other thing I'll mention, when you look at the fittings that we're using here, these are often referred to as AN fittings. They are a flare seal fitting. You can see somebody put Teflon tape on this. You really don't want to do that, because you want the threads to allow complete movement of the neighboring fitting so that it will seal on the flare. It does not seal on the threads with these type of fittings. It seals on the flare, so you really don't want that there. So one other old school trick before you install this fuel pump push rod, I coat it with a thick layer of petroleum jelly, Vaseline, so that when you slide it up into the bore for the fuel pump push rod, it will stay up there. Otherwise, there's lots of oil and stuff in there, and this thing will constantly be just falling out because of gravity, and it's hard to get everything to line up and work that way. So coat this with Vaseline, jam it up in there. The Vaseline is just sticky enough to hold it in place, and then when the engine gets hot, that Vaseline will liquefy and go out and, you know, just be in part of your oil system. It won't hurt anything. Here's what I'm talking about with that push rod. I kind of globbed it up with some Vaseline, and then it needs to go up into the mounting boss for the fuel pump. And so I line that up and shove it up in there, and because it's got the Vaseline on it, it won't fall back out, and that makes it so much easier to put the new fuel pump and the mounting plate in. Okay, now you can see I've got the mounting plate installed, and I can reach inside there, and my push rod is still up in there. I need it up in there because that fuel pump's got a little arm that's got to go in there. And if the fuel pump push rod falls down, you're never going to get that arm in there.
we've got the suspension changes made that we want to. We are sitting on the scales, which means I'm just sitting in here while Dad has the unfortunate job of running around. But at least if I sit here with this, he doesn't have to come back and check it as often. This is a much easier job when two people do it. It's actually not as far off as we thought where we want it to be. And which, I mean, we might have just got lucky, which is fine. We'll take any small victory we can get. I think we're going to be going to Auburndale tomorrow night. We have 2 races coming up there the rest of the year. And we were not super fast there last time we went either, so it's going to be time to go do some homework there, see what's going on. I think we're done at Citrus for the year. We actually ended up coming in 8th in Citrus points just from being there a few times, so I'll take it. There was like 25 trucks total, and we got 8th, so I'll take it. I mean, that's pretty good. We got 5th at New Smyrna points, 8th at Citrus points. Auburndale, we missed like 3 or 4 races, so that's just, we're not worried about that. We're just going to learn, have some fun, and get the truck back out on the track. So we're going to get this figured up here and keep getting ready to go so we can get back on the track tomorrow. All right, that's going to do it for tonight. We're going to head to the track tomorrow and see how all these changes work. Hopefully it's going to work for the better. Make sure you click the subscribe button. We're so close to 1,000. Help us get there. Give some stuff away. We've got lots of cool prizes, shirts, hats, stickers, croc charms, all sorts of cool stuff. So make sure you're subscribed. See how this progression goes here. We're going to get faster, and we're going to be up in the front here soon. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you at the racetrack real soon.